So I think as men, as CEOs of our families, as the executive leader for our wife and children to look up to when it comes down to making very huge decisions, I think our biggest asset as men is trade. What I mean by trade is learning trades, not just one, but many. One of my trades is tax preparation. That's what a lot of people know me as. But over the past 3 months since I haven't been on social media, I actually took that time period to learn 2 new trades. One of them I can't discuss as of yet because I'm still in the process of actually rolling out the concept in the business. So I'll be talking to y'all about that sometime during Q4. But the second one that I learned during this 3 months hiatus and during quarantine was Facebook ads, which I'll talk about the reason why I learned that trade. Because I believe that, again, as men, as CEOs, as real CEOs of companies as well, you got to possess the flexibility to be able to earn income by any means necessary, utilizing the trades that you have, or if you don't have the abilities to pay someone for that resource, you need to learn it yourself in order to build the foundation until you have the ability to pay someone. It's kind of like, I can't pay somebody to fix my tires, so I need to learn how to do it myself, right? Or I can't pay somebody to fix my HVAC, so I got to figure out how to fix the HVAC myself because our family can't afford it. You know, and those trades are not only going to allow you to cut your costs, but they also allow you to go out there and earn additional income for your family. In the event that something were to happen to your job, and you ask yourself this question, in the event that something were to happen to your job, what would that do to your family's income? And as a CEO of your family, or as a CEO of a business, you got to think about that every single day. A lot of people didn't think about that during COVID. In the event that in COVID, everybody's sales decreased, the country shut down, what would that do to your business? And do you have a contingency plan, or what I would like to call crisis management, established to be able to get through that rough period and to get back on track in the future? If you don't, you're almost failing your family as a man, or you're failing your business as a CEO. One of the things I had to learn. So over the course of this 3 months, one of the biggest things that I learned was social media ads. Something that I was putting off for a while. And by the way, I always love to give credit when due. Shout out to one of my sisters that I've known for the past 8 years, Donnell Holmes. Shout out to her. I've known her for 8 years, never switched up, never changed. It's my road dog. She's one of the best when it comes to learning Facebook and Instagram ads. I literally paid her and said, yo, teach me how to do these, because I no longer just want to have to be subject to my personal brand, the Prince Donnell personal brand, having to be the spokesperson for the company. There has to be a way that I can run ads that gets the brand out there and run ads against companies that people don't even know that I own or even am a part of, but it can still produce a ton of sales because I can get it to reach millions of people with or without my personal brand, right? Smart move, by the way. So I literally spent that time period learning about Facebook, Instagram, YouTube ads, all these different platforms. I invested so much money into other companies, other programs that were teaching me how to do this. And it's funny because since learning Facebook and Instagram ads, which I happen to be very good at now, because not only did I pay somebody to teach me, but I actually invested a lot of money and made some mistakes as well to teach me exactly what I need to do over this past 6 months. And I will tell you that with our online e-commerce store with Curl Bible, since running Facebook ads over the past 3 or 4 months, we generated close to $500,000 in sales from running ads, just the ads themselves, on top of the organic traffic that was coming And we were able to push out a lot more ads about jumping jack tax to hundreds of thousands of millions of people, which at that point, it allowed me to be able to literally say to myself, I don't need to go back to Instagram if I didn't even if I didn't want to go back to Instagram, I don't have to, simply because my Facebook and Instagram ads are doing, and YouTube ads are doing so well, and I have it targeted so well that it's producing revenue without me having to speak. It's producing revenue without me having to produce video content. Now, of course, I have a larger purpose on why I'm on Instagram today. I'm literally on Instagram right now simply because I'm giving game and knowledge back to the community and back to the brothers that's watching this video right now. And that's my sole purpose of being here. But my point of why I learned Facebook and Instagram ads was because it allowed me the flexibility, right? It allowed me that flexibility of having options when running the company. And if something were to drop on one end, I also have other things that I can still generate revenue with on the company. So I can't be stopped, is what I'm saying. Essentially, I can't be stopped. And as a man, you want to possess that hunger of, if something were to happen to my job, I can't be stopped because I have trades. If something were to happen to where the country gets shut down, I can't be stopped because I have trades. If something were to, I don't care what it is, understand me, as a man, your goal is to not be stopped. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care what the situation is. You should always have a backup plan established, have trades established for your company or for your family. And it's one of the things that I did over the past 3 months, and it's benefited me greatly, learning how to run Facebook and Instagram ads, which, by the way, I encourage everybody to learn it too, because if you have a business, I don't know why you're not even, running Facebook and Instagram ads when it's dirt cheap and you're able to reach millions of people with your brand. It just only makes sense. It's a skill that everybody that's a business owner needs to learn. But beyond that, the point of this video is, don't ever allow just one way that you generate revenue as a man to define who you are. Because when that happens, that's when they have full control over you, your family, and your lifestyle. You never want to be backed into a corner where you don't have a choice, because your family is going to feel the effects of that decisioning. As a man, we are called to have vision. As men, we're called to take action. As men, we are called to make executive decisions and to be thinking outside of ourselves at all times, and also be thinking of the scary things. And that scary thing that we think of is, excuse my language, when shit hits the fan, because it always does. When the bottom falls out, which it always does. When the sky falls, which it always does. I'll be there to hold it up because of the fact that I already planned for these things to happen. And I know what you're saying, Don, why do I got to be thinking about the most craziest things, the negative things, the dark times? Why do I think about the dark times, Don? Because dark times fall upon all of us, especially with our families and especially as men. And you got to prepare your family for that. And although they may not be thinking that way, you do. That's what you're called to do. And you're going to be looked at as such. You're going to be looked at as such a great leader when everybody feels like they're down and out and that they don't have any other options. But the entire time you were already playing chess and you were 5 moves ahead. And if I can encourage any men to take action to do that, please listen to me. Take action and do it. Learn trades today. If you want to learn how to prepare taxes, or you want to learn the financial game, my company, Jumping Jack Taxes, can help you do that. Learn that trade if you would like to. Learn HVAC, learn electricity, learn whatever it is that people need, learn it in your community. It makes you an asset to your community. It makes you an asset to your family, because you are the foundation that can never break no matter what happens. And that's really my piece on on that phase of, that phase of trades, and just us thinking forward as men, for our wife, our kids, and our families, man. Don't ever allow your family to go hungry. Don't. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't need to. And there are too many options out here for you to. Don't ever allow them to go hungry, and don't ever allow anybody or anything to dictate that by backing you into a corner. Because that's when you're not looked at as a leader. And as a man, you are a leader if you're watching this video. You are a leader if you have a family. It's time to step up and act like it.
Got my taxes jumping, now my bag coming with that major money, dripping blessings. That might buy a house for my mama, bad credit. Don't even sweat it, cause they'll repair it, ain't no question. They can do it, it's amazing.